Please rise and remain standing for the pledge and the national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the home of the brave,
Audience, please be seated. Candles. Before we begin our induction ceremony today, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the alumni members that were inducted last year. They are wearing their gold and blue cords today. They have just received their honor cords and can be worn at graduation. Let's give them all a round of applause. In the name of the faculty of Bayonne High School, I present this procession of youth for membership to the National Honor Society. I offer you these chosen ones to uphold the high and noble standards of the society. Mr. Chairman, will you please instruct these candidates in the meaning of the society and the worth of this occasion?
I'll be happy to. Inductees, you may be seated. And thank you for the large print. Youth of Bayonne High School, our youth, no honor conferred by this school excels which is embodied in this society. It represents the fundamental objectives for which schools are instituted and gives recognition to those who have attained the desired goals. In your election to this society, the faculty is honoring you for attainments already made and for the promise they contain of a continued excellence in the cherished ideals of this school. The Constitution of this national organization recognizes 4 cardinal objectives as fundamental to all educational practice: scholarship, leadership, service, and character. To exalt these objectives and hold them before the school as goals towards which all should strive is the purpose of this society. Madam Chairman.
On behalf of the students of Bayonne High School, I have the privilege of welcoming you to today's ceremony. The membership of the Bayonne High School chapter of the National Honor Society has been earned by the effective demonstration of the 4 qualities held in high esteem by the society. As members of the society review these qualities, other members will build the shield of the society. As with all shields, we begin with the keystone.
The keystone. The emblem of this society is the keystone and the flaming torch. As the keystone is placed by the builder to hold the perfect arch in perpetual stability, so the structure of our education must be held firm and true to the purposes of life by the virtues represented in this symbol. The torch. To bear forward the searching light of truth, to lead that others may follow in the light, to keep burning in our school a high ambition for the enduring values of life, and to serve. These purposes are symbolized in the torch.
Scholarship. Scholarship is the great goal of your high school endeavors. Knowledge is one great element in life which leads to the highest success. Your high school is the fountainhead of useful knowledge. The opportunity for scholarship is within your reach, but he or she who would attain it must make an equal effort to the reward it bestows. Scholarship has to do with the present as well as the past. May you too catch a vision and reveal it to mankind. Go forth to carry the golden treasure of knowledge into your service and your leadership.
Leadership. Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school. In taking the initiative, class, and school activities, the real leader strives to train and aid others to attain the same objective. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interest for the interest of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in the country, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed and is thus a substantive charge to each of our members and to the candidates.
Service. Service can be expressed in various ways. In the routine of the day's work, many opportunities arise to help others. Willingness to work without monetary compensation or without recognition for the benefit of those in need is a quality we seek in our membership. We are committed to the idea of volunteering our time and abilities to the creation of a better tomorrow.
Character. Character is a force within each individual which distinguishes that person from others. It gives each one individuality and personality. It is that without which no one can respect oneself, nor hope to attain the respect as others. It is in this force of character which guides one through life and when once developed, grows steadily. Character is achieved and not received. It is a product of constant action, daily striving to make the right choice. The problem of character is a problem of self-control. We must be in reality what we wish to appear to others. By demonstrating such qualities as reliability, honesty, and sincerity, we may hope to prove by example that we value character.
The National Honor Society is founded upon the principles of scholarship, service, leadership, and character. In all your undertakings, may you always keep in mind these guiding principles. You have indicated your willingness to give the best in time and effort to carry out the principles of the National Honor Society. The world today, as never before, needs faithful and efficient leaders, and your school is looking for you to lead its students. We will now present the lighting of the candles.
Scholarship, contributing to the world in a positive way by developing on your knowledge and talents.
Service, seeking out opportunities to help others.
Leadership, carrying oneself with dignity and taking ownership and responsibility for one's own actions and participation.
Character, valuing diverse cultures and building relationships that reflect love of self but also concern for others.
May your light blaze forth for a successful year and may be passed on with great satisfaction that much was accomplished for the welfare of our school, our community, and our organization.
Candidates, please stand. You've been instructed in the cornerstone of the Honor Society. We have given you the light from our candles to proceed. Please repeat after me. I pledge myself always to seek the light of truth, to hold scholarly habits, to engage in worthy service, and to lead forward in all things that shall advance the welfare of the school. Please be seated. The inductees will now be called forward to receive their membership certificates. They have also placed their signature in the official record book of the Bayonne High School National Honor Society for all posterity.
Corollis Abdelmesih. Jomana Beckett. Jessica Burwissel. Corollis Boktor. Abdelmesih Botros. Jameer Dixon. Natanya Dorlos. Menatala El Sayed. Hind El Zokom. Ashley Noriega. Andriana Farag. Yusuf Farag. Jimena Martinez. Amanda Gerges. David Gerges.
Madonna Hena. Justina Ibrahim. Usman Iqbal. Alejandro Juarez Alvarez. Perpetua Khalil. Victoria Lavecchia. Kayla Lavecchia. Marilyn Lazaro. Talisha Lewis. Miracles Medina. Maya Matasi. Matthew Nashid. Lola Parsley. Isabella Pasco. Ashley Pugan. And Tyler Rodiswood.
Carlos Riyad. Samuel Roberto. Marina Sadiq. Nettie Saran. Moise Shazad. Philibatir Shinoda. Mena Sadiq.
Emily Thompson. Gabriela Ugarte. Alejandro Vera. Keisha Vu. Karen Yup.
Miriam Abdel-Malak. Susanna Abdel Said. Danya Adil. Praksha Agarwal. Anton Agabi. Myrna Armenios. Mira Asenios. George Awad. Michael Aziz. Judy Barbour. Barbetua Beckett. Gina Bechet. Sandra Bakhtor. Christopher Senna. Ava Colangelo.
Louis Colazzo. Ryan Cotter. Michael Cunningham. Anastasia Chudak. Princess Awa Chakate. Madison Diaz. Samantha Diaz. Amelia Diaz. Yusuf El-Zanfali. Carmina Farag. Mark Fued. Martin Fued. Alina Janau. Carlos Gabriel. Rashni Gomez. Daniela Goya. Celia Hajali. And Rama Hassan.
Clara Ibrahim. Alia Ismail. Radia Ismail. Janice Israel. Imani Jackson. Samiyak Jane. Mira Kamel. Emily Karlicki. Miriam Karub. Benjamin Kulik. Carly Lynn. Jansen Makalindong. Madison Mahabir. Mira Makar. Samantha Madalano. Matthew Maselli. Amy Mingo. Angie Mingo. Madison Moon.
Mia Monti. Matthew Musa. Alex Muse. Samantha Murillo. Gabriella Nagay. Athanasius Nagib. Muiz Nakvi. Monica Nished. Jalissa Navarro. Yassine Nameri. Jalea Porch. Samantha Price. Eliana Bronte. Amelia Ramdat. Oromia Rana. Morgan Scott. Marielle Segovia. Karen Shahada. Yasa Sobi.
Veronia Sofian. Catherine Sorrentino. Bilal Tuzani. Hajar Tuzani. Julius Velasquez. Bashoy Wadid. Helena Wasif. Fabrina Yakub. Mina Sacker.
Thank you very much. They are a spirited group, and this is probably our largest group to induct, so the National Honor Society here at Bayonne High School is going very, very strong. Years ago, when we did National Honor Society, we always looked for a guest speaker to speak to the students and give them a little advice for moving forward as leaders. And then we used to do the Hall of Fame separately. And then I think it was Mr. Leo Smith, former vice principal, said, well, why not combine them? Because who better to speak to our students and just say hello than a Hall of Fame inductee? Mr. Eric Ryan, Vice Principal of House 3, is the chairperson of our committee. He does an absolutely fabulous job. He does all the work. He puts everything together, makes all the calls, does all the publicity. So I'm going to introduce Mr. Ryan now, who will now induct our new Hall of Fame member for Bayonne High School.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much, and welcome to the 2023 Bayonne High School Hall of Fame induction ceremony. We are pleased to continue this tradition of honoring our distinguished alumni. It is appropriate to honor our former graduates in front of this audience to show exactly how important your commitment to academics is as it relates to your future. You can be whatever you wish to be, and it all starts with a solid foundation established here at Bayonne High School. The many alumni already enshrined in our Hall of Fame include distinguished careers in all walks of life and professions, which include professional athletes, community service leaders, music and entertainment professionals, computer science, medical research, doctors, lawyers, public servants, service in our armed forces, and a United States Senator, as well as many other areas. Today, our honoree is being inducted for his distinguished career and accomplishments in the field of athletics. Our honoree is one of the best athletes in Bayonne High School history, and it is my great pleasure and distinct honor to induct Mr. Gary Danbeck, class of 1970 athletics.
Thank you. Good afternoon, and thank you. Superintendent Neese, Mr. Ryan, Mr. Baccarella, and Hall of Fame Selection Committee, I'd like to convey my sincere thanks and gratitude in receiving the honor of being inducted into the Bayonne High School Hall of Fame. It is truly humbling to be included alongside all the outstanding men and women who have come before me. I'd also like to thank Mr. Paul Varga for his friendship and for taking the time to nominate me for this prestigious award. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate how you've cultivated a lasting sense of community amongst alumni, which continues all these years later. Also, to the outstanding students who are here today, who have been named to the National Honor Society, congratulations. I wish you nothing but success in your future endeavors. Well, this September, it will be 57 years since I entered Bayonne High School. As a freshman, one of the first things we did was attend a pep rally for the football team right here in this auditorium. The principal at that time was Mr. Alexander X. O'Connor. Yes, the same person who this auditorium is named after. On the stage where I'm standing today was the newly appointed first-year head football coach, Mr. Don Ahern. Yes, the same Don Ahern who the stadium is named after. It seems like a lifetime ago that I sat right out here, and never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd be standing here today receiving this honor. This school evokes fond memories for me, and today's ceremony will only add to those memories. I know it's cliche, but I'd be remiss if I didn't acknowledge and thank the individuals who coached me during my 4 years at Bayonne, who, regrettably, are no longer with us. Mr. Tom Lee, Mr. Frank Slavaka, Mr. Paul Lempa, Mr. Bethany Chappell, Mr. George Snyder, and of course the aforementioned Don Ahern. Being completely honest, they taught me very little about football that I didn't already know. More importantly, though, they prepared me for life after athletics by teaching me about hard work, perseverance, and a determination to succeed. For that, I'll be eternally grateful to each of them. To quote William Halsey, there are no extraordinary men, just extraordinary circumstances that ordinary men are forced to deal with. With that said, the individuals who I really owe my thanks to are my teammates. They're a group of kids from all over the city who I grew up with, played against in various sports leagues, and joined up with in high school to form teams we're very proud of. Teams that won county and state titles, hence, ordinary men working towards a common goal. There are a lot of names that will mean very little to most here today, but it's appropriate to mention just some. Petrish, Contaldi, Stabile, and Nardi. Castaldo, Pondillo, DeCharia, and Rose. Finnerty, Matson, Higgins, Dixon, and Annetta are just some. There are scores of others that were just as important. Thank you all. It was an honor to be part of a team with you. In closing, I'd like to acknowledge and thank my family for being here to celebrate this occasion. They're sitting right out here, and I'm going to embarrass them and make them stand up and make everybody give them a round of applause. Please stand up. There you are. My wife, my daughters, son-in-laws, cousins, and assorted friends. Also to my friends, some of whom are here that I've known for almost 70 years, Dave, Fonte, and such, thank you for coming. Also to former alumni, Dwayne, Mr. Cancro, and others that are here. Thank you guys, I really appreciate it. And finally, I'd like to once again sincerely thank everyone involved in receiving this honor. Thank you.
Before we close our program, I just want to make you aware that there is no formal recessional. When the program is over, the students generally tend to gather around. There are 2 great photo ops, so by all means come up and take as many pictures as you like. In closing, just a thought. The other day we inducted students into the English Society, and I spoke to them about they now become official role models. You see, not only is your signature in the register is etched in the history of Bayonne High School now, effective Monday, you become an official role model of Bayonne High School. Now, on Monday, you don't wear a sign that says role model. That will never work. You know that, right? Okay. How do they know you're the role model? You stand tall, your head's back, your shoulders are back. We can tell that you are an academic success by the way you speak, by the way you say thank you, by the way you show people respect. You can control the hallways better than the VPs, just by your example. So I challenge you beginning Monday to take Bayonne to where it needs to be, as always. And congratulations to the families. Now to Mr. Danback. Mr. Danback and I, this is a very special induction for me because we were contemporaries. Now, in the Honor Society, you know what that means. We went to school together, okay? Now, we spent several years together at Bayonne High School. Both were athletes. Gary was 1 year ahead of me. I know he looks better. Get over it. Just get over it. But he doesn't know that when I was in my junior year, I played 3 sports. He doesn't know. I never told him, okay? He was my role model. When I was a junior, I said, I want to be Gary Danback when I'm a senior. Took me 57 years to tell you that, but I'm telling you now. And how was he a role model? He stood tall, he was respectful, he was involved in clubs, he did everything right that you can do in a high school. This is a great honor for me, Gary. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, I once again congratulate you all. We are thrilled, myself, the VPs, and administration, to be among you. because you are the life's blood of Bayonne High School. Congratulations, and everybody have a wonderful day. Feel free to come down, take a few pictures.